This is Soul Search Sunday with Johnny Tiger. The date is Sunday, of course, May 24th, 2020. I hope everyone's having or everyone's had a good week. And look at this, we are starting week number 12 of the coronavirus stay at home, social distancing, and all that good stuff. But hey, with any luck, this should be over with soon, and we'll be able to get back to somewhat of a normal life. As usual, you're looking out of a window. This time it's a window from my kitchen, and it is quite late in the evening. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything there, but hey, I don't get to see anything, so now we're even. I remember waking up this morning. I told my girlfriend that I had one of those really weird dreams that it appeared that I must have lived an entire lifetime in my dream. It was, rather say, one dream. It was a series of dreams with different settings, but they were all somehow interconnected. Me working in this capacity, that capacity. Some of them seem to be things that happened in the past. Some of them seem to be things that might happen in the future. It seemed like I just dreamed and dreamed and I wouldn't wake up. But almost all these dream sequences had in common was a sense of urgency, a sense of purpose, a sense of ego, a sense of insecurity, a sense of being insufficient or inadequate. After telling my girlfriend about the dream, she, like any good girlfriend, asked the right question. She asked me, "So do you think the dreams mean anything? Do you think, what do you think? What's your take on your own dreams?" So after a while, back and forth, I decided that these dreams stemmed from my feeling of being caged, my feeling of being inadequate, my feeling of being unsure of my purpose because of this long social distancing, long quarantine. I think after being cooped up at home for 11, 12 weeks straight with very little contact with the outside world, would do that to one's self-image. And then she asked me, "So if you know where this comes from, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to start a big project? Are you going to make some changes so you don't feel this way?" At first, my brain immediately went into problem solving gear. I started to think, well, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that, maybe I can change this in my life, maybe I can change that in my life. I started to fumble around frantically for a solution before it suddenly dawned on me something so fundamental and true, yet something that I've only learned later in my life. You see, a lot of us, I guess, when we were being brought up, we were taught values such as if there's a problem, you solve it. Uh, don't leave till tomorrow what can be done today. Don't procrastinate. Our entire system is built on productivity and uh, accomplishment and effectiveness and an awful lot of pressure. We were taught to act and act now, to do it and do it better, and to vanquish any enemy, any opposition, any obstacle, any problem that may come in our path. But perhaps equally valuable and a much, much deeper philosophy that I learned as I got older in my life is that to everything there's a season. To every season there's a rhyme. Not every problem should be put off till tomorrow, but at the same time, not every problem has to be solved today. Sometimes we rush ahead in our life to do this and do that, and we blunder into problems upon problems. We try to fix one problem and then 10 other problems spring up because we acted too rashly. Take those people who, when they saw the pandemic starting, went ahead and stocked up on toilet paper and nothing but toilet paper. They saw a problem and they wanted to head it off, but in the end, they accomplished nothing but causing more problem for other people. And those people who rushed around to sell their stocks and properties because they saw the market, the financial market crashing in the beginning of the Great Depression and in the beginning of this pandemic, when they make that kind of move, usually they take way more losses than people who just sit still and let the storm pass them by. In the Lord of the Ring, there is a funny character called Treebeard, and no matter how urgent the war was going on, no matter how much of a threat the villains were, no matter what was going on in the world could be ending. But Treebeard and his tree folks, they always held true to one philosophy, which is let's not be hasty. Let's think about this and think about this, and what needs to be done will be done. When I was little, I used to be very impulsive and very petulant. If there was a problem, I wanted to go away right now. If there's something I needed to say, I wanted to say it right now. If there's some food I wanted right now. And if there were toys I wanted them right now. Everything was now, right now, or it wasn't worth it. When I was a teenager, I was the same way. I didn't believe in holding back. Everything I did had to be full throttle ahead, 100% of my effort. Every problem had to be nipped in the bud, right there. But as I got older, I realized that if you just wait a little bit and think a little bit, quite often problems will go away or find a solution themselves. Things that you think you really want, you wait until next week. You may not want them anymore. You may have a craving for this food, but if you wait a couple of days, you may not think about it anymore. I became a firm believer of if it's really worth doing, if it's really worth having, if it's really worth uh, spending effort in, it will still be there after a week. So that's what I do now. If I see something I really want, I will take a note, write it down, and then set it aside. And I'll wait usually a month. If a month later it's still on my mind, I still really want it, then I know it is worth my money. It is worth my time to go acquire this. Similarly, if I have a project or if I have something that requires my attention, something that is not obviously urgent. I mean, sometimes things are urgent and you have to deal with that, but things are not obviously urgent. I will put them on the back burner and I'll think, well, if after a month I still feel like doing them or making that recording or write that article, then it's worth it. And if I forget about them after a month, well, hey, then I just save myself some money, some time, and a lot of effort. So when my girlfriend asked me what I was going to do about the dream, and after the initial panicking, solution seeking mindset passed, my answer was, you know, I don't think anything needs to be done. And with that, thank you for checking out today's Soul Search Sunday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Music Monday. For now, stay strong, stay healthy. Have a good night.